So we're gonna carry on doing these second degree equations in this video. Okay, so this is the part 2 of the other one. Okay, so we have another second degree equation here. So I have the formula here. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one here. Okay, so as you know, this is a second degree equation, so we can use this formula to find the solutions. Okay, but the difference with this one is that this one is not equals to 0, and as I said, if you want to use this expression, this should be a 0. Okay, but there is no problem. So the first step that you can do is okay, so you can do this, and now this is 0. So the only thing you need to do, you need to move this 0 from this side to the other one using the same rules that we used for first degree equation. So it was plus, so you can move the one to the other side, but instead of plus, that would be that will be minus 2. Okay, so now as you can see here, this is equals to 0. So now we can just use the formula. Okay, cool. So we are gonna find A, B, and C for this one. So A is always the number with x squared. So in this case, it's gonna be 1. Okay. B is gonna be the number with x. We don't have anything, so it's plus 1 as well. And then C is this number, which is minus 2. Okay, so you can see always with the sign. Okay, cool. So now we can use the formula, okay, which is here. So it's minus b, so minus 1 plus minus, and then b squared, so it's 1 squared. Okay, this one is not negative, it's not a negative number, so we don't really need brackets. Okay, but you can put them always, and then we can avoid mistakes. And then minus 4 times a times c times 1 and times c, which is minus 2. Okay, perfect. And then all of these divided 2 times a, which is 1. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna carry on here. Okay, so now it's gonna be minus 1 is the same. Okay, and then 1 square is gonna be 1, and then we can do this, which is 4 times 1 times 2 is 8, and then minus times plus is minus, minus times minus is plus. Okay, and then this divided 2 times 1, which is 2. Okay, perfect. So we can carry on. Minus 1 plus minus square root of 9 divided by 2. So this is minus 1. Okay, the square root of 9 is 3, so minus 1 plus minus 3 divided by 2. And now here is when we are going to do the two arrows, and we will have two ways. The first one is going to be with a positive sign, and the second one, everything is going to be the same, but this is going to be the negative sign. Okay, so now we can do minus 1 plus 3 is 2 divided by 2, which is 1. Okay, so that is the first solution. And then the other one is minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4 divided by 2, so this is minus 2. Okay, so as you know, it's a second degree equation. We have both two solutions, and then these ones are the only ones that are gonna make this work. So you can check if we were here 1 squared is 1 plus 1, 2 is equals to 2, yes, and then minus 2 squared is 4 plus minus 2 is 4 minus 2, 2 is equals to 2, yes. So both of them are correct, and these ones are the solution of this second degree equation. Perfect. So now this one is done. Okay, so the important thing with this one, it was that we need to move this number to the other side before using the formula, and after that it was the same. Perfect. So now we're gonna do this one that we have here. Okay, so it's the same, it's a second degree equation. We are gonna be using this formula, but the only thing that we can see here is we don't have like the 3 terms. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's not equals to 0. So we are going to move everything to one side equals to 0. Then we are going to collect terms, and after that we will be able to apply the formula. Okay, so Okay, so now everything is equals to 0. So I've moved this one from this side to the other one. It was plus, but here is minus. And the same with this one. It was minus, and then here is plus. Okay, so you can move to one side to the other side, and you need the opposite operation like in first degree equations. Okay, and now we are going to collect terms. So we have 3x squared minus 2x squared is 1x squared. Okay, so these ones are done. And then x, we don't have more x's, so just 1. And then numbers, minus 8 plus 2 is minus 6 equals to 0. And now here is when we are gonna start using the formula, okay? Because as I said, we can just use this one when we have like the 3 terms, x squared, x number, and everything is equals to 0. Do we have that? Yes. So now we can use this, okay? We're gonna find a, b, and c first. A is 1, okay? B is 1 as well, plus 1, and then C is minus 6, okay? And now we can apply the formula. X is minus B, minus 1, plus minus B squared, so it's 1 squared, minus 4 times A, which is 1, times C, which is minus 6, we need the brackets, and then 2 times A, which is 2 times 1. Cool, and now we can do minus 1, and then 1 squared is 1, and then 4 times 1 is 4 times 6 is 24, and then minus times plus is minus, and minus times minus is plus. So this is plus, and this divided by 2 times 1, which is 2. Perfect, so now minus 1, and then this is 1 plus 24, which is 25. Okay, minus 1, and then we're going to stop here. Okay, so square root of 25 is 5. Okay, and now here we have done everything. So now is when we're going to do both arrows, both ways. So one is with the positive solution, and the other one is going to be with the negative solution. Okay, so minus 1 plus 5 is 4 divided by 2, which is 2. And the next one is minus 1 minus 5 is minus 6 divided by 2, this is minus 3. And then we have both solutions, and then we have solved this equation. Okay, so I hope this makes sense, and any questions, as always, you can leave me a comment. And yes, this is another 2 second degree equations, and we're gonna do the last one, which is this one, and I'm gonna explain now what is the difference between this one and the other ones. And as you can see here, the main difference is that in this one we have brackets, okay, and also this is not equals to 0. So we are gonna do this one, and this is not gonna be any problem. So we can start expanding brackets, okay? So remember, don't forget that if we're gonna expand brackets, we need to multiply 2 by these 2 ones, okay? So this is gonna be 2x squared plus 6x, okay? So we don't have brackets now. Minus 2 equals to 3x, okay? So as I said, if we want to use this formula, so we don't need to have any brackets, we don't need to have, we cannot have any denominators, okay? So now we don't have brackets, we don't have denominators, but everything needs to be equals to 0. And this is not the case, but we can move this one to the other side, and then we will be able to use the formula. Okay, so now it's equals to 0, perfect. And now we can collect terms, so x6 with x's, so we will have 2x squared plus 3x minus 2 equals to 0. Okay, so this now is when we can use the formula, okay, because we don't have brackets, we don't have denominators, we have all the terms, and then it's equals to 0, okay? Another thing that I forgot to tell you is like be careful that, because maybe this is not in order, okay, but you need to remember that A is always the one with x squared, B the one with x, and then the number, okay? So if you have in different order, you will need to check with one is x squared and so on to write the number, the values properly, okay? Does it make sense? I mean, what I mean, I'm gonna explain this one here. Imagine that you have something like this. It's the same but in a different order, okay? So when you're trying to find A, okay, A is not the first one. If not, like, you need to know that A is the one with x squared, okay? So in this case, it's not the first one, it's in the middle, but this should be 2, okay? Which is the same here, okay? So just to be careful that these coefficients, you check them, not in terms of the order, you check them like checking the variable you have, okay? And it depends on that is when you will choose which one is A, B, and C, okay? Perfect, so B is the one with x, which is 3. And here, that would be the same, okay? Because x, so 3 is the coefficient, and then the number is -2, okay? So we have A, B, C, so now we can use the formula. Perfect, so x is equals to minus b minus 3 plus minus b squared, so 3 squared minus 4 times a times c, which is -2, and everything divided by 2 times 2, which is 2 times a, so this is 2 times 2. Perfect. So now -3, this is 9, okay? And then 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 16. 4 times 2 is 8, sorry, times 2 is 16, and then minus and minus, plus, okay? And then 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, so -3, this is 25, -3, okay? Square root of 25 is 5, and then you have both solutions, -3 plus 5 divided by 4, and -3 minus 5 divided by 4. Okay, so one of them is plus and the other one is minus. So this is going to be 2 out of 4, which is 1/2, 0.5, which is perfect. And then this one is going to be -8 divided by 4. So this is -2. Cool. So these are both solutions. One of them is a decimal number and the other one is not, which is perfect, okay? So you can have any type of solutions, but the point I think is you need to find both of them, and this one is done. So I hope this makes sense, and as I said, the rules, if we want to use this formula, okay, so we need to have everything on one side equals to 0, and then be careful with A, B, and C, because A is always the coefficient with x squared, B is the one with x, and C is the number, so it doesn't matter if they are not in order, you need to check that always, and then with A, B, C equals to 0, using this formula, you will have both solutions for this secondary equation. So I hope this makes sense, and any questions, you can leave them on the comments. Thank you.